Hi there, I've got a beautiful stained glass card to show you, and this is the easiest technique. It just looks like there's so much work in it, but wait, you'll be very surprised how simple this one is. I'll show you what we'll be using. Out of our mini expressions, we have the just wanted to say and the congratulations. And here is the stained glass, the hot air balloon. Okay, so what I'd like to show you is a way to cut the hot air balloon, but also get what I call like a background piece that shows the pattern from it. So what I recommend doing is cutting a piece of whatever color you want the actual die to be cut in. I'm going to be using black. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this into place and tape it. And I'll give you a quick measurement. Now there are no outside cutting edges on this, so it will give you whatever size border that you want. So you can either put it in, cut it, and then cut the border afterwards, or you can do it beforehand, whatever you prefer. So I've got a ruler here. I'll give you a quick measurement. I'm using a piece that is 4 inches by 5 1/3. And I've also got a piece of white card underneath this. Okay, so I'm going to pop it into place. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tilt because it's got a square to it. That just makes it easier to go through. I'm going to roll it through, roll it back. Now that should cut the top layer just fine, and it will leave the indentation into the bottom. Occasionally it'll cut all the way through, and if it does, you'll just need to do a little bit of taping. This one's got a few. I'll just put a little bit of tape across the back here to hold these into place. There we go. Looks like it's maybe one more here along the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to take this apart. All my black areas will be cut, and let me just use my ruler, nip these away here. You can take all the black ones off the top that were the fall-away pieces from your black die cut. There we go. And then you'll have a perfect picture of the hot air balloon on your white, okay? Now I've got one I've already taped the back of, so I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here, and I've got one of these cut, so I'll leave that to the side too. Okay, so now I've got a hot air balloon that's perfectly showing up. So I'm going to use some distress markers, and I've picked Spiced Marmalade, I've got mustard seed, squeezed lemonade, forest moss, picked raspberry, and tumbled glass. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying down some color. And I've got the sun here, so I'm just going to fill the sun in. What I don't need to worry about is going over the lines at this point. So I can just fill in, say, all these sort of ray colors with my yellow. Just go right over the line. I just don't want to go too far into that. Okay, I'm just going to go and color it. And I'll tell you what, I've got one finished, but I'm going to put down a little bit so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. There we go. Do a real quick job here. Go around my hot air balloon. Fill in all this area. And you can see you don't have to be particularly neat about it. It's quite a quick thing to do. Fill in all this color here. There we go. Up into this top area here. There we go. So this is all going to be part of my what I call my sun rays coming through, okay? A little bit there. I'm going to put in my hills down on the bottom here. Now, the other thing you can do is rather than laying down all of your color at once, you can put in a little bit of color here. I can bring in a marker, and I'm going to add just a little bit to my craft mat. And you can just sort of add some color and just bring this down if you want to soften it. This is totally your call, however you like to color. You can bring that in a little bit more water, bring in some of that color, and do a bit of shading. There we go, like that. There we go, real quick job here. There we go. But you can see, you can sort of still see the lines on it. It's not a, you don't have to be particularly fussy about coloring it this way. I can add in some highlight colors along my rays with the Spiced Marmalade if I like, just like this. There we go. I can even do my sun in a darker color. I can also bring the paintbrush in and lighten it just a little bit and just sort of drag those in however you want, okay? Same thing, I'm going to use the picked raspberry for the part of the hot air balloon because it's a really deep bright color, but I don't necessarily want it to be quite that bright, so I can just bring it in with a paintbrush if I want to do some stripes that are a little bit paler, just like this, okay? I can bring in the tumbled glass to fill in fact, this one, let's see, I might even be able to go directly to this. There we go. Add a little bit of color like that and like that. And then I can drag that over with a little bit of a paintbrush if I like. The point is, it's real simple. You can see how this is not a particularly clean coloring, okay? And the one I've done earlier, I will show you. So you can see all sorts of messy lines and shading that's just sort of, I mean, this was really quickly colored, and this is what I love about this technique. It doesn't matter. Okay, so once you get everything laid down that you want, all your color, what you want to do is get your spray glue. And you do need to make sure at this point, this is really important, that this is really dry. Hit it with a heat tool. This has been sitting dry for quite some time, so I'm not worried about it, but don't go directly from coloring to this. You really do need to make sure it's good and dry. So I'm going to just hit it with a bit of spray glue here. Okay. The actual die cut that I did originally in black, I'm going to pop that right over the top, and that will fill in and add your lines everywhere that you were messy, so you won't have to worry about that. Let me just make sure that that's good and pushed down. There we go. And now I'm going to bring in a piece of copy paper and my Frosted Sparkle Glitterbitz. And let me just double check I've got all my lines touching there. You don't want the glitter to get underneath any of them. We're going to sprinkle that right over the top. So this will soften. It's like adding a piece of vellum over the top almost. It'll soften any of your lines that were a bit harsh. The black die cut will soften any of your lines that were over the edge, and you'll end up with an absolutely gorgeous stamped image. Isn't that pretty? It looks beautiful. A little bit of glitter just takes away any sort of imperfections to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into place. I've already put a little bit of my wording on there since they're all individual words. So I've got the just wanted to say. I'm going to put that right in the middle like that. And I've got the word congratulations that I cut out of the black from our mini expressions. And I'm going to put that right into place on the bottom here. There you go. Voila! You have a gorgeous stamped and die-cut stained glass card, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. That frosted glitter bits just gives such a beautiful shimmer to that. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.